All right. So we are good to go.
So for me, I titled my presentation website review because this reviewed the technologies used to build the websites.
Okay.
So a technical audit of EGA Mentorship International Web Properties. So we'll go to my next slide. So what I looked at the 6 main properties and mostly concerned about the technologies used, right? The stacks, the whether it was super base, we should guess how the backend will look like and stuff. So these were the 6 platforms you gave. And to me, I felt like the main platform was the EGAmentorship.org because I think from the rest of them were derived, except the richmensa.com, which is a different portfolio website, which is not associated with the EGA mentorship, and also the partner site, which is the Buy Youth Movement here. So when I checked through all the sites, I saw that the framework of the site, they were made with Next.js. That was the framework, using the React framework for the front end, that kind of thing. Yeah. And also, Tailwind TSS was used, Superbase was used for the backend, and Vercel 2 was used for the deployment. And I will go through how I found them here. So as all of them, they were using all these things. Yeah. That was what all of them used. So the architecture. So all of them were used like through Vercel to be deployed, right? So I saw them in so the clever part, Vercel wildcard subdomains plus a shared superbase mean adding a member is a database rule, not a new site. So yeah, that was where I saw that from one side, right? We got to deploy other sites. That was so when you check the URLs we sent, these ones, you saw that EJ mentorship was let me say it was the main place where they got from the portfolios for each.
All right. So let me come in. In web development, we call it the main domain, right? And whatever you see are called subdomains. Subdomains. So you can note it. So now you can say these are subdomains to EGA mentorship. Yeah.
So I found the portfolios that were there, they were subdomains of the main site, which was the EGA mentorship site.
Yeah. Please, can you prompt your guys to minimize their voice because they are distracting?
Yeah. I'm at the hotspot zone. That's where the Wi-Fi is fast.
Okay. It is distracting the entire process, right? Which wouldn't help. Okay. So I think I'll mute you for now, right? So find a place that is very cool that you can present. So whenever you are okay, just call me on WhatsApp and I will know that the place is cool, right? So Jonas, you can take over and present. Prince will come in later. Thank you very much, Prince. You started so well, and I know you come back and deliver. Okay. Prince, Jonas, you can start your presentation now. Please, if you know you are at a very noisy area, please, today should be the first and last day, or you just inform the guys around that I have something important to do. So please, maybe spare me some minute or some time to deliver, right? So, Prince, whenever it's okay, let us know as Jonas takes over. Jonas, you are good to go. Hello, Jonas. I pick you. How do you do?
Hello, sir. Hello. Hey, was I
Yeah,
talking?
yeah, hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, I can hear you.
Please, I'm saying that I'm trying to still work out my microphone because anytime I connect with my laptop, I think the microphone is. So I'm trying to figure out how I can go about it.
All right,
So
because we need to see. Yeah, can you use your phone to do the presentation so we can see what you are presenting and what you are talking about?
okay, I so if I can equally use my phone to do it, though.
Yeah, give it a try. So, as you also prepare yourself, Clement, can you take over? Yeah, take over. Yeah, good evening.
Yes, I'm coming. Let me share my screen.
Clement, you also have a very noisy background. Clement,
Sir,
you also have a very noisy background. The same problem.
the network. I'm using someone's Wi-Fi, and it's close to our reception. That's why. What?
Uh, okay, we will sort that one. We will sort that one out. No, the noise is too much because it will distract everything. Prince, are you are you at a safer place now?
Yeah, I'm almost there. I think we have two puzzles. One is not. One is better. Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. Jonas?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should mention my name right now.
Yeah, are you all set?
No, sir. I'll be set very soon.
All right, okay. So
Yes, sir.
you prepare yourself. Clement,
Okay.
please move from where you are because your place is still noisy, right? Because maybe today we may not be able to share, or maybe I can share with you, but we can't make it public because of the noise. Once you want to use it as a portfolio in future, it is going to distract or affect most of the things you want to use it to do, right? Because anybody who wants to go through either for whatever reason, job or scholarship, right, should be able to know that you are a professional and and the person knows that whatever you present is professional. So whatever we are doing today, let's think in the future, the implication of it, right? We can use this as where we started and how we've transformed though, but I think we would give it a try today, right? So Clement, let's try however your background is. Who is that? Okay. Who is that? Clement, is it coming from you? How is that? Apart from the noise. Yeah. Hello guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Ah, is it from my screen or from your screen, Clement?
Yes, I'm trying to face it.
No, there is too much noise. No, it's from your screen. Wow, come on. Is it? I nearly got scared. Okay, Prince, are you almost are you almost there? Because we are badly waiting for you.
Yeah, I went there, but I just noisy to hear.
Yeah. But I think where you are standing is okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So give it a try. Okay. All right. This is what I'm going to do. Send all your documents to the page so I can share it on my screen and you will do your presentation. Right. I think that would be best for you this evening. So if you're facing issues sharing your screen, share your documents with me and I'll share it. Okay. Who is presenting?
Should I share my screen?
Yeah, I think someone is presenting. I don't know who is that.
See my screen.
Yeah, I can see your screen. So, Prince, let Clement continue. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, I'm Ade Clement, a 200 student from Ghana Communication Technology University, and that's how my project was structured. We were to It was actually 6 websites, but from the information given, I heard that you can choose actually 4 of them.
You
So
were
I
you
chose.
were instructed. You didn't hear. You were instructed.
Okay, okay, sir. I was instructed that you can at least choose 4. So this is my technology analysis. This is my first slide. So for me, I chose 4 of the websites and I analyzed it. It was the EGA Mentorship International, the Core Youth Movement, Rich Mensa Portfolio, Theodore Our AI Research, which is the AI and data science research portfolio with technical achievements. Sorry. So moving on to the next slide is
I can only see a website, so check your screen. Guys, can you see? Because I only see an interface of a website. I'm not seeing your screen.
Yeah, I also see. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only an interface of the website.
Yes. So, Jonas, if you are facing issues, send me in your documents, right? And I will share it here so you can present from where you are.
Then I'll share my
Yeah,
documents.
yeah, sure.
I hope you can
Yeah, we can answer it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the start of my analysis, my technology analysis.
Okay. All right.
So
No, come back. Because of the time factor, right, and how practical I want this training to be, right, and we want to also extend it to your campuses to reach wider audience, right? So it is going to be very quick. When you use AI to generate anything, we have something we call M dashes, right? It's one of the first thing you need to fix in your AI report. right? Easily to identify. So Clement, was it an AI generated test or not?
The thing is, I
No,
used this, but
no,
I did
no.
editing after.
My question, did you use AI to generate the test or not?
Yes.
Okay,
That's it.
no, don't explain.
Yes,
You are here
yes.
to learn. Don't explain, right? Because I see something called M dashes. Jonas, do you know what an M dash is?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Prince,
Yes, please. Yeah.
you know an M dash, right?
Dash, yes, please.
Okay, so what do you see from the first slide?
Internship training documentation, the M dash, then
Yeah,
a detailed analysis of content.
exactly. So when you remove an M dash in a document, what needs to be replaced with an M dash?
A comma.
A comma. All right, thank you. So, guys, what I want you to understand is that, right, this is not like a platform. Say, I become a demand, I say, say, no, right? Lower yourself. We spot the issue, we teach. So, while the person is presenting, be alert, stay informed. You follow. The moment you see a mistake, you can come in and we guide the person. I believe the person will learn from that. Or do you guys believe that we should allow the person to finish before we come in? Which one do you guys prefer?
We have to come in while the person is presenting so that the person will know his or her mistakes.
Okay, thank you. Jonas.
Sir,
All right.
I believe you should come in when the person is presenting so
Okay.
that.
Thank you. Prince.
Okay, so sir, for me, for professionalism, when the person finishes, then we tell the person so that the next time the person wouldn't repeat that, because I think you said we'll leave it for future reference.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
So let's say people are chipping in to correct you, like maybe in the future, maybe someone will want to watch it then. Yeah.
All right, okay. So an M dash, whenever you generate an AI test, right? Depending on your prompt, it gives you M dashes, right? Make sure you correct all those M dashes to avoid first spotlight of AI generated tests, right? So Clement, there's not an issue, right? But just to let you know. So continue on. All right. Thank you.
If the website I choose, the EGA Mentorship International, this the mentorship, leadership, development, and youth empowerment organization. The second one was improvement, which is participation and development. The third one was rich mentor portfolio, personal portfolio showcasing skills, experience, and projects. And the last one was Theodore
Awari.
Awari, Awari AI research is an AI and data science research portfolio with technical achievements. So what I evaluated was the frameworks, tools, the UI or UX design, and recommendations across the 4 distinct web properties. So my first one was the EGA Mentorship International, as said earlier. So the technology toward the front end, the frameworks, backend, database, yes. So the front end means what if you open the website, the first things you will be seeing, like maybe the EGA mentorship. When you first open it, you will see your profile and all that is there. So the front end technologies was HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript. And the framework was the React JS or the Nest.js. Okay. And the database was MySQL, PostSQL, and Superbase. So the UI or US was the strengths. This is the professional branding, clear navigation, strong communication purpose. When we talk about the professional branding or the clear navigation, we talk about it's about the how the website is made. The navigation is when you open the website, you will sometimes see something like, maybe let me take this one as, maybe if the website one was maybe home or about or information, that one is also part of the navigation. So what I recommended was, maybe if we can add mentor or mentee dashboard, online matching system, learning resource, and member accounts. My second website was Bekwa Youth Movement, which the technologies are some are in the first website, but it's not all, because it depends on how the website is structured, so that you know what to use and what not to use. So the front end was Nest.js, JS, React.js, Human CSS, and TypeScript. And the back end was, okay, so I didn't explain the back end. The back end is what will appear if you click on the front end, or maybe as shown here, as you can see my mouse, you see the youth provider is here. If you click on it, there have to be something that will appear. Maybe when you go to the home, or let me take this one as the home. Maybe if this one is the home, if you click on it, you have to see that something has appeared or any output have displayed. So the backend was Nest.js, API routes, Node.js, Superbase, and the database was the PostSQL, Superbase, MongoDB, and the hosting was Vercel. And this Vercel is I don't know, it's AI or a site. Yes, what I know is AI. I've been using some before. So as I was saying about that one earlier, the UI or US is the strengths, or yes, the strengths, how the thing is designed, the strong storytelling, or let me say the communications, and mobile friendly, how attractive it is for users, and clear CTAS. So the weakness was no member portal, limited user interactions, or no volunteer system. No member portal, like I'm trying to.
You have 5 minutes to wrap up. So
Okay. Okay. So this was the Bekwa Youth Movement. So as I was saying earlier, there was no membership, like a member can log in or do something in it. I think
It's not yet complete. And these are some of the navigations I was talking about. Continue. My next one was Rich Mensa portfolio. This is a type of website which talks about the person's like ability or personal information. The technologies was the front end frameworks, back end, and then database. The front end was HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript. The frameworks were React JS, or Next.js possible. And the backend was Next.js functions, third-party form services. And the database was PostgreSQL, Superbase, MongoDB. So I was saying earlier, always the UI or the US is the strength, how the thing is clearly designed. So what I recommended was the CMS dashboard, blog session, clients management portal, project case studies, and analytics. So, okay, let me explain this one. So the CMS dashboard is like where if someone log in, okay, something like if there's a site and I log in, it helps to display something that I can work over there. And the client management portal was where if someone or somebody that you are working with, if I'm a businessman and maybe I'm buying cars, I have to have a client or customer. Yes, that's I work with. So that one is called, that's the clients. The fourth one was Theodore.
All right, wrap up. You have one
AI
minute.
research portfolio. Okay. This is where this AI portfolio is mostly about. It helps you with research and business, like maybe let me use this one, maybe ChatGPT or what, to do researches and all that. So these are the technologies and the UI or US, which is mostly it's likely maybe the same to some of the websites I spoke about. And it was hosted on Vercel, which is maybe the AI.
All right, Clement, your time is up. Right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Prince Jonas, do you have anything to say before I come in for a short minute? Jonas?
Sir.
Yeah. Jonas, do you have something to say? Anything to ask?
Sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
All right. Prince?
No, sir. Please, I have nothing for.
All right. Okay. So Clement, listen. Quick review. Clement, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that was a fantastic presentation, right? But I have few comments for you. I think about five. It was a good presentation, but you need improvement, right? You have linear understanding of the question, right? That was given. So next time, if anything is given, do well to ask and 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 ask to understand it better, right? Understanding the question is part of the question, right? You did your best, but it seems it was to dive deep to know your view, not necessarily what exactly it is, because sometimes you can see, you may think, perceive that this thing could be CSS, this thing, how it is behaving could be React or Node.js or JavaScript, right? Depending on the nature of the technology, I'm talking about the programming language. Only if you are familiar, right? And two was just to explore and understand. So it was a fantastic thing. And also your past tense, your present tense, you were just messing them up, right? This is just the beginning, the foundation. But once we get deeper, there should be a track record of improvement, right? Don't just come here ill prepared that you are come to do anything. No, that wouldn't be accepted, right? But that was a very, 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 very good try. And also, your presentation was cool, quite cool. We are going to teach you how to do professional presentation, PPT. But I think I said it earlier, but I also seen gamma, 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 gamma logo, right? You make sure anytime you use AI to generate anything, you cover them up because we are professional. Yesterday, you told me you want to be the best student, whatever in Ghana. And best students, you don't know how to cover AI. So for me to see that you use Gamma, no, that is a no thing, right? Made with Gamma. So we will teach you how to cover them up. So don't worry, okay? And also, you were trying to mess up the technologies, the React, the whatever, whatever, no problem. Some of the things you mentioned were used for the front end, and some were also used for the back end. But nobody's going to penalize you what was used for this, what was used for that, right? So that was also a good try. And Vercel is one of the important tools that we're going to learn or being exposed to. Vercel is not an AI, right? Vercel is a deployment platform, right, that we use to shape our products, right? So Vercel is more or less like you having a project, taking your project to the car station, and the bus is taking you from Kasua to Medina, right? That is Vercel. So Vercel takes your project from your local environment or from your machine or your laptop, your GitHub to the website. You get it? So if you want to read about Vercel, learn it very well, right? Even though Vercel has AI, but Vercel is not an AI. It's a deployment platform. And also, some of the website that you presented on, they already have some of the CMS and the dashboards you were talking about, right? And then I think the next thing is your delivery. Be firm, trust whatever you want to say, right? And man, when I say man, like nyakukuduro ewa ade na woka ne so, right? And first CSA be ade na woka no kra usuru. No, don't do that, right? But it was a good try. I know you are going to do well and you are going to deliver best, right? Because you want to be best student in Ghana. So thank you very much. Prince, let me take this. Yep. Thank you, Clement. Yes. Bye bye.
So please, can I start?
Yes. Yes, please, you can start.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Share my screen. Yes, sir. Right, my name is Prince, and I themed my presentation website review because we were asked to review the technologies used to build some websites. Yes, so as we go, and there were 6 sites, and they used one stack in my review. So what I looked at, so with the 6 sites, they were these. Okay, so I was asked to review the EGA mentorship platform, which is a main platform, and some portfolios which were subdomains from
Good.
this main EGA platform, which were the EduConnect, Theodore Aware,
Yeah, that's it.
Rachel, and richmensa.com. These ones were portfolios, and one was a partner site. And I had ways I identified the stacks, so I'll explain those ones in my next video. So there are obvious things like when you inspect the website, you see how the extensions were, how the codes were written, and some of them showed clearly that it was Net.js that was used and Tailwind that was used. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. As I said, one stack, 6 sites. So for the framework, the sites were built on Net.js. Yeah, the sites were built on Net.js, and I also saw some kind of Tailwind CSS used for the framing to Supabase. So I saw Supabase was used for the backend, which controlled the profiles, I think for the storing of some files too. I think, yeah. So as I go, I'll explain Supabase more. And Vercel was used for the deployment of each of the sites.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So one deployment, many sites. So as I said, the EGA mentorship site was the main domain. And the rest of them, the EduCanet and the rest, all of them were subdomains from the main domain, which was the EGA mentorship. So I'll show them later in my presentation for us to see how they were like. So this was the EGA mentorship. So for the EGA mentorship, the main platform, I saw some builds, let me say, things that were complete that I saw was the authentication. It was live, the login was working, the register was working, you could sign up with Google, everything was working fine. And if you create an account, you can sign in. Most sites, if you create an account, you have to keep on signing in and stuff. And then CMS back. So this one is a content management system, the CMS, content management system. So I feel like for the content management system, it was from Supabase where the database was built on Supabase, right? So the content management system was done via Supabase, and the sessions archive, the community wall, everything, and it had the country map, and that one was amazing when I saw it, the country map and the partners too, how they show their partners in their website. It was also nice, and yeah. So for the 3 portfolios, some were finished, like some were perfect, some were not all that perfect, and some too. So the perfect one I saw, I went through all of them, and the perfect one I saw was Kenneth's own. Kenneth's own, it had real links. When I checked Rachel's site, I think some links were not really working. Like a LinkedIn, when I tapped on it, it didn't really send you to a LinkedIn profile. Most of the links that she had, it wasn't. So I'll talk about them later. So those ones were the errors I saw. Yes. So this was the most finished. The Kenneth's one, you had the full content, the real links, the gallery was complete, and it was the cleanest. And this one too, for Teardown's own, I think the GPS denied me access to see the maps and stuff. And all of them had the same template, right? But Rachel's own, there was less content. So I think that was where she didn't add her links and other details, yes. And also for the 3 portfolios, one thing that also made me, aside the URL, one thing that also made me understand that it was like the main domain was the EGA mentorship platform was their footer. The footer had this detail designed by EGA Mentorship International, sponsored by Global Director Richard Mensah. So each of them had that footer message, which just shows that it was a product of the EGA main mentorship platform. Yes. So if we're moving on to my next slide, the richmensa.com, I think that one had the same foundation, similar one, but that one was a more professional portfolio website as to me. And that one, it had a custom domain. As compared to the rest, those ones were subdomains of the EGA mentorship platform, but this one, it had its own So if you check the rest, you see Kenneth Edu aquabing.egamentorship.org, but this one was different. It was just richmensa.com, which is a custom domain name, yes. And you also use Tailwind, the version 4. Okay, there are ways to find them though, but yeah. And I also found that it had two fonts per my it was using two fonts consistently. Yes. And it had richer content because this one he had his WhatsApp, like dual WhatsApp, so it was his US number, his UK number and his Ghana number. He had the proper detail, like he had details on his side compared to the rest of the portfolios. Yeah. So moving on to the next slide, require youth movement. So this one too, it was an amazing thing I saw. There are 732 communities, sorry. And the most amazing thing I saw was the bilingual toggle. Yes. So that one you could switch between Tree or English, the one you prefer. Yes. And I also saw some downsides, but we'll talk about that one later. And it was also helping to solve it was also around the 12 SDGs. And this was a statistic I saw from the site to this 40% movement. And it also had some amazing sites, which was the transparency portal. It had the live budget of how they are doing their things, countdown to their founding days, the community map. When I saw the community map, it showed only like the specific Bekwai community, which was amazing, and its own authentication way. Like it had its own way of authenticating. Moving on to the next slide. Okay, so when I compared them, right, as I said, all of them were on Next. They were built on Next.js and Tailwind. Superbase was for the backend, right? But for the Bekwai, I think I wasn't sure of some like this Richmond's. I wasn't sure of the backend, the Superbase, so I kept the dash there because okay, for the Educated and Teardown, Awari, those subdomains I spoke about, because they are subdomains, I felt like they were also from Superbase. Their bucket, their database was from Superbase. And that was why I wasn't sure too, but I feel like it's the same thing. Which man said to me, I wasn't sure of his backend, and that was what I used. And yeah, moving on to the next slide. Okay.
Okay, you have 2 minutes to complete.
Sure.
Yeah.
So a few things to tidy out. So for the slide showing Bekwai, I saw like the images, they were not other quality. So those were the back sides, they were not quality. You could see that the quality of the images compared to the side, they didn't tally. And Rachel's links, they were not actually working. Yes, as I said, you click it to send it to Twitter itself, they were not real. The hair footer too, it was behind. All of them were saying 2026, but hers was 2025. And she mentioned the star readings render. So this one today was a bug I saw, and yeah, finish up. Okay. So I think basically that's it. So this one was a suggestion of how to fix it, which wasn't actually part of the work. And yeah,
Okay.
so basically that's it.
Thank you very much, Prince. Clement, any comments, any input, suggestion?
No, sir.
All right, Jonas.
No, sir.
Yeah, anything to say?
No, sir. Nothing to
All
say.
right, okay. So, Prince, a few comments. That was fantastic presentation. I really love it. Right, the composition, grammar, delivery, understanding of the question was 98%. Right, and also understanding of the tools. I wouldn't give you 90%, but I'll give you 90%. Right, so that doesn't mean you had 90, but you had 89% of it. Right. It seems I'm confused. I'm not confused. I know what I'm saying, so don't worry. You did very, very, very well. And how you don't know about the sites, what tools were used, and you don't even have microscopic eyes to see what is behind. But it seems you give clear indication of what might be behind based on the features you see. So I told you, just use AI for AI to tell you what you think it is, right? So you did a perfect job with AI and your clear understanding too is commendable. Mm, some of them, the backend wouldn't be super base, right? I think it should be Neon, right? Postgre SQL or SQL, right? So that is what is behind. But in any way, we are going to still work on all this, not this project, right? Because these are people's project that they are waiting for, right? And we are going to do more for SMEs, more companies as well out there. So it's not going to be just these ones, but we are going to use these ones to fix some of the issues, to teach you this is that, that is that, that is that, that is that, bit by bit, right? So kudos, Hassan. And I think the next time, I think I would love that you guys team up when there is a question or a project to do. Make sure you discuss it on the platform. So I follow, I see whatever you guys are doing, right? Maybe within the week or so, we will see to onboarding we would have an internship dashboard different from leadership participant dashboard, right? Yours will be different from the mentors and participants, so you would also have a way of being assessed, right? Contributing the discussing stuff there. And also you need to create a group page. You know, you can create a group page on the EGA platform, right? So we need to have a group page on it so we can interact there. Even though WhatsApp is very convenient, but we need to also keep our platform very clean and active so we can communicate there as well, right? The core log works, but if you want to use an API, you need to buy this API keys and stuff. We can use free version, but it wouldn't last for long, or you will be introduced to, so don't worry about that. I'm very happy with your presentation, Prince. You did very fantastic job. I know you're going to do better than this. Right. Congratulations. But I know maybe in the next month, Clement will do better than you, even though he did like 40%, because he said he wants to be the best student in Ghana. So we are looking forward to that. All right. Clement, are you there? Okay. Okay. But don't worry, Prince will always beat you on the floor. So you guys, it's over to you. Jonas, what do you have to do? Are you part of us?
Yes, sir, I'm listening to you. I'm listening.
Are you going to compete, or you are going to lead, or you are going to follow?
Well, I go compete.
All right, okay. I know.
Prince has done very well.
Oh,
Actually, from his presentation, it was actually perfect. He did actually well. So
he did well.
kudos to him.
Yeah. Oh, we see what you will do, or we give it to God.
Let's see what I'll do.
All right. Okay. I think in the next minute, right, I need to share another link so we can join back. Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so we'll continue from there. All right. So this is your presentation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Please, you can all see my screen, right? Okay. So, all right. So, Prince, kill the floor for us. Murder it. Yeah.
Please, can I start?
Yeah, you can start.
So that means that you are going to control my slides for me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sure, sure. So you instruct me, and then I'll do for you. I'm your
Okay.
I'm your servant. But order me.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh
doing
no, don't worry. We are all learning. Okay, so take the lead.
Okay. So please, I cannot see. Okay, I can see now.
Okay, thank you.
So my website, I titled Website Performance and Technology Audits.
Oh wow.
So please, you can move on to
Okay.
next class. So please move on.
Okay. Okay.
Move on again.
Okay.
Okay, so this is EGA Mentorship. I chose the first website, EGA Mentorship International. So based on our assignment where we were asked to assess the strengths, the performance, the topography, the consistency, and user-friendly I actually access the sites I accessed, or I use the inspect tool on the web browser, and then I use the lighthouse audits to inspect it. So I inspected each website. So I had actually the score for everything: the performance, accessibility, and best practice. So first, the performance, it was 85%. That is, it actually loads, the site actually loads quick and then low block time. The accessibility, it was 100%. The user interface, it was modern, responsive, usually appealing and easy to navigate. It was very consistent looking at the font, the colors, the layouts, the buttons. I actually took time to press on them, and then they were actually perfect. The spacing across the website, they were actually perfect. So please, let's move on.
Okay.
So I look at some of the weaknesses and then how we can solve it, or the solutions, the possible solutions to it. So one of the issues I identified was that some of the images are very large, making the time to load the website actually slow. So sometimes, because of the large images or big images, it makes sometimes the loading of the website actually slows down. Secondly, to looking at some of the codes I inspected, or the analysis of what I got, some codes or JavaScript codes are on use, which are not actually used. So how can we do it that we can actually remove them and then actually use splitting and then tree shaking? And then for the large images too, we can compress the image by using the web app and then AVIP format, and then implement responsive images further. Listen, we can go on. Okay, so looking at the consistency, as I spoke earlier, the fonts were good, user-friendly. It is user-friendly, it loads quickly, it is responsive on different devices. That means when you open it on your phone and then your laptops too, the buttons and the images does not collide. They are actually good. They work perfect on both desktop and then mobile phones.
All right,
It
so
supports accessibility features.
that part we call it mobile responsiveness, right? It responds.
Responsiveness. Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay, mobile responsiveness, and then the typography to consistent font styles and then font types, and then good heading hierarchies, proper spacing and alignment, readable text, which is the text are very readable with good contrast. Yeah, so that's what I saw for the consistency, the user friendliness, and the typography. So please, can we move on? So talking about which backend, which database, and which technology. For the backend, I actually realized it was Next.js, which is how I was able to or how actually the AI was able to determine it was actually Next.js was because of the presence of the net resource indicated in the Next.js code. It supports server-side rendering and then image optimization, and then it is suitable for fast. So why it was PostgreSQL is that websites load image from Supabase storage. Supabase uses